Jen DeBoisier? DeBoisier? D-E-B-O-S-I-E-R. Yeah. Okay. How bad is the pressure that you... No. How bad is the pressure that you be compared to Jamie Lee Curtis, and are you scared of what audiences, including the diehard Halloween fans, will think about you? Gosh. It didn't really hit me auditioning for it. I just was auditioning for another movie that I wanted to do, that I wanted to work with Rob, and I wanted to, just being a Halloween fan, that I had this opportunity. But it hit me maybe 2 days afterwards, and realizing how fast it hit the media, it hit the internet, and just reading some of the stuff that was being said on the internet about comparing me to Jamie Lee Curtis, and how they hope I can do it, that they aren't sure I'm able to do it. And I was really scared. I was really nervous, and I remember talking to my parents, and I'm saying, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be chewed out, you know, I'm going to be judged from this role. But getting on the first day of set and meeting with Rob, and basically meeting with the whole cast, and realizing I'm not Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm gonna put all of my effort into this movie. And I did watch Jamie Lee Curtis's performance in Halloween, and I have studied her, but I'm Scout, and I put Scout into it. And if you think that I did as well as a job as Jamie Lee Curtis did, then that's great. That's what I'm looking for. But I'm Scout, she's Jamie. It's going to be a little bit different. I just hope people are able, again, change, are able to accept it. Whew. Okay, from Terry Smith in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Jeez, I'm having trouble pronouncing these, aren't I? Okay, what was it like being in a horror film series as famous as Halloween? How is it different from any of your previous film, television roles? Halloween is definitely different. It has a lot more fan base. And from everything that I've done, from movies, I did teen movies, I did independent horror films, I did little things, but Halloween has such a strong backing and has so many fans out there that actually care about this movie. And it's definitely different. I mean, it scares me a little bit, but it's definitely different from what I've done, and if I had the chance to do another one, I would do it in a heartbeat. Whew. I like that question. Okay, from Mick McGuire. How much time did you spend on set, and what scenes are you most looking forward to seeing on the big screen? How much time did you spend on set? I spent 24 hours, 7 days a week on set. Maybe even longer if like they had asked me, Scout, can we go overtime real quick? Like, yeah, sure, go for it. But no, Rob had a specific time that he liked to cut at. He liked to cut at 9 or 10 o'clock. He tried to make sure that we had enough rest. But it felt like I was at home. I just got up in the morning, drove to my house, came home, slept. But what scenes are you most looking forward to seeing on the big screen? You know, I really look forward to seeing the scene with me and Danielle when I find her bleeding and I find her boyfriend dead. That scene was probably the most hard scene to film, but the most easiest. It was more challenging with all the emotions, but working with Danielle and me sitting over her, and she's so comfortable. I mean, I know she's nude. She's so comfortable with the other actors that she'll do anything it takes for you to get to your emotion. And working with her was great, and I really can't wait to see my scene with Malcolm McDowell. I only have like like a scene with him that carries on throughout the end of the movie. Working with him, there's a point. I'm gonna get off the question a little bit. There's a point where Tyler's holding me and I'm crying, and Malcolm's stopping the police and saying, "No, just don't shoot him. Give me time." And before filming that scene, Malcolm could tell that I was getting into it, and he was just talking to me and saying, "Yeah, go for it, Scout. I see it. Go for the emotions. You can do it. You can do it." And just right before a scene, he would talk to me like he was Dr. Loomis. He would talk to me. He would say, "Okay, Lori. Yes, it's okay, Lori. It's okay. It's okay." And I love it. I love, how actors get into their craft. And I learned a lot from him. I really did. So I can't wait to see that scene, the ending of the movie. Because I know Rob was really specific on his last shot. And I can't wait to see that. But, yeah, that was a good question. From Rick West. I like that, West. In studying the original Halloween, what is your favorite shot or scene in that film and why? God. You can't just pick one scene from Halloween. It's so hard. The whole movie. I think probably the scene that I like the most is when she's in the closet, which we don't have in this Halloween. We have something a little bit different, which I hope people are gonna like. But that was my favorite scene, with her being so trapped and seeing him, just seeing his shadow, not knowing if he sees her or not. And I just loved it, because when I was watching that scene, I was just always like on the edge of my seat, wondering what was gonna happen next, kind of. But I think that was my favorite shot, just seeing her and grabbing the hanger and knowing what she's gonna have to do eventually. I love that. Jamie Lee Curtis in that was amazing. That shot was amazing. And how do you, Danielle, and Kristina act on and off camera? On camera, we are a very wild group of gang. Danielle and Kristina are definitely wild. I'm kind of like the little wholesome girl that's just like, "Okay, you guys, okay, it's enough, woo, stop it." Kind of like the mother of the group, trying to take care of these two wild girls. But offset, Kristina calls me a lot of the time, asking me, about when to hang out and stuff like that. And I haven't seen her in a while. I think I'm going to be going to a birthday party this weekend. But Danielle, I've spent a lot of time with, and recently I just spent the night at her house, and we just kind of had a girl night, and I met her boyfriend and stuff. And like I said, she's like my sister. So it's good to know that you have somebody there that's been in this business so long and has taken care of herself by herself for so long. And I just turned 18, and she seems like she's my age, but she's not. She's more, adult. But yeah, me and Danielle and Kristina, we really get along off camera and on, so that's a good thing. I was kind of scared about that, if the girls were going to get along or not, or if there was going to be some catty girly stuff. But we were all kind of like tomboys, so it was good.